he shouted out the cities that didn't have either a big rap scene or that were those B and C markets. So like, yo, I'm shouting out Louisville, I'm shouting out Cincinnati, I'm shouting out Dayton, I'm
Exactly.
shouting out Las Vegas or whatever it was. But he did that religiously, and I think that really affected people because I know in Ohio when I was in college that mattered to them so much because in Cincinnati they didn't have that big rap scene, you know. So when someone's shouting out Cincinnati, Ohio on a song, whoa, what is this? Let me ride with this dude, and it worked.
Yeah, it worked big time. And you know somebody else, and I ain't trying to get too much off your list, but we talk about quality, right? Lyricism and beat selection and all that stuff that just goes into making a great artist, right? Because at the end of the day, it is entertainment. You know, it's just like if Arnold Schwarzenegger go out and shoot 50 people in a movie, we don't believe that that movie was real. It was just great entertainment for that hour or 2 hours we was in the theater, right? So you look at a cat like Rick Ross, for example. Rick Ross is a bad motherfucker. He's a bad boy. Dope ass lyrics. Got possibly top five as far as beat selection, as far as, you know, crafting songs and putting stuff together. Ross makes some fire shit, but is it believable? Or is it even about that? Or is it just, you know, because it's all entertainment and I'm not knocking them, but I'm just asking that question. Should we judge these artists on the basis of them being how authentic they are, or are they making the best piece of art?
Well,
Um, I mean, to me,
Does it make sense what I'm saying?
I
Y'all get
mean,
what
I
I'm
get
saying?
what you. I mean, I get what you. I mean, but it all is. It's all in the imagination of what a motherfucker feel he wants to do when making a song. Because I don't necessarily have to be speaking on me. You get me? I could just be making this song in general because this is the perception I get from what I see or what I
Exactly.
feel that happens. You get me? Uh, am I the nigga shipping 30 keys across the motherfucking whatever? I could be or I could not be. You get me? But the perception is this is the song that I want to make because I know a lot of motherfuckers deal in that area. You get me? There's a lot of niggas on the streets who knows what I'm speaking on. And if I want to have street credibility because that's the direction I'm going with my music and my image, I'm not going to, I'm not going the Common route or the Tribe Called Quest route or the LL Cool J route. I'm going the route of the inner city nigga coming from poverty who done hustled his way up to whatever. So this could be the perception. Like I said, could it be me? You never know. But what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to make a song and paint a story for niggas that might be in this shit or niggas who feel they like music who tell stories of the hustler, the nigga who ballin', the nigga who got 100 bitches. You get me? And so you can't perceive shit just like you said with a movie. And I know people uh, tend to hold us to credibility a little more when speaking on records or the perception with videos or you saying that you this person. People hold us to that standard because we're making records, right? Because when you get in the studio and you talking about, I pull out I pull out the pistol and I blast and nigga and I'm this and I'm that. That's the perception now that you're giving off to the
and that
people, that's the
and
perception you're
and
giving off.
that's an important point, eight. And I think that's the difference is that name any actor or actress you want. When they're done, they're acting. And the difference is, I think, and the problem is in rap, a lot of the rappers, not all of them, of course, have always said, this is my life, this is me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they rap about it, then they don't want to be accountable for it because, well, wait, it's just a song. Well, no, you can't say this is all real and this is what I've done and then run from it. Because, Christian Bale isn't saying I'm Batman after I did
Exactly.
He's not saying I jumped off these buildings and beat up the Joker and did like no, he's an actor. So like when you hear a rapper, that's the difference. If the rapper just said like what Eiht just said, again, they might not listen to what Eiht said, but at least Eiht said it. And the difference is all these street dudes, real or imagined, they are in this business of saying like so many popular rappers now that have been in the game for a decade plus still rapping about selling 30, 40 kilos a month. I'm like, dude, you would be incarcerated 17 times over. Like, no way.
Yeah,
There's
for real.
no way. No way.
And this ain't in no way a knock towards if you making a
So,
living doing
so
that.
to answer that right quick though, that's why I say it's a line between presenting your shit as music, you get me,
Yeah.
or presenting your shit as I'm the biggest boss and I'm the hardest street killer, or like nigga, I pulled up on the ops and I shot a nigga. You get me? The crazy, and now you got that perception from the streets. Okay,
right.
okay, you that? Oh, you got that? Okay, because you niggas don't want to just make music. You get me? Or you don't want to hypothetically say in this record, you get me? Oh, Johnny did this or Frank did this. You want to be Frank or Johnny, right? So now that's the pitfalls of now you see why a gang of motherfuckers is falling into a gang of bullshit nowadays because, oh, that's what you want to be? You're saying you the hardest nigga and you the fucking killer and you the biggest kilo drug dealer? Okay, no problem. Now we either gonna come kick in your door, try to take your shit, or that's the situation. And the line between trying to just make music for people to enjoy, or like they say, I was a storyteller. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm not saying that's me.
Right.
I'm just telling you a story. I'm not saying Eiht jumped out the motherfucking. I'm just hypothetically saying this might happen. You never see me say, yeah, nigga, I jumped out the bushes with the AK and start killing niggas and whatever. Because that's the difference between the days of when I told stories as to now it seems like when niggas make records, they want to glorify this position or, they want to glorify the craziness of what we used to try to keep silent. You get me? I don't want motherfuckers know that I'm selling 30 keys. I don't want, you get me? It's like that John Gotti complex. Like, I got to let a motherfucker know, like, this is me type shit. Like, when you're supposed to be quiet about shit. But I guess that's the world of the difference of trying to make just music and songs for people and then giving people the perception that you want to be a killer or a drug dealer, or you get me?
Yeah, and and put that out there to clarify something I said about Ross. The type of music Ross makes is South Miami music. And the area where he comes from, he's an 80s, late 80s, 90s guy. It was all kind of dope D-boys down there. So I'm pretty sure he's speaking of the experience, the CNR that he saw down there. And he probably hustled a little bit. Probably hustled a lot. We don't know. Like Eiht said, he could have been the man down there for all we know. But to the average ear that's listening to that stuff, it just seems so far-fetched that we always have to remember, I think, that it is entertainment.
Because it is far-fetched. He doesn't know the real Noriega. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Soren said, come on, man.
But that was a hard-ass line, though. You got to admit, I know Pablo. I know Noriega.
But I guess you would have to, you know how, like you said, movies. Now, they make movies that they are based off of true stories, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's movies, like you said, where you see a motherfucker jump out You see a nigga jump off 100-foot building and shit, land on his feet and kill up every alien and shit, and not leave with a scratch, right? You have to differentiate the truth from the hypothetical. And would you sit up there and go like, man, my nigga said he know the real Noriega? Would you even contemplate that? Like, man,